Welcome to another episode of Would I Buy It Again? Today we're talking about my ColourPop palettes. So if you'd like to know if the 3 ColourPop palettes that I own, if I would buy them again, then just keep watching. Alright, so first let's start with Golden State of Mind. Now, if you watched my other episode of, or my other video episode, it's like I'm on Netflix. It's like I'm famous and I'm on TV. If you watch my other video, I talked about the Pop Effect and Vintage Beauty. Vintage Beauty? Oh, I forgot her name, but I'll link it down below. So using that same theory and thought concept, what colors in this Golden State of Mind palette made me buy the palette? Really, it was all of them. This whole palette is nothing but shimmers. So I don't know that I could narrow it down. Now, I will tell you this. I've had this palette for 2 months. I've used it once. So while I think all the colors are beautiful, I never pull for this. Why do I never pull for this? Well, there's no transition shade. There's no highlighting shade. There's no black or deep brown to deepen that crease. So if I pull for this, I have to pull out other palettes in my collection. And for me, I have other palettes that I can just be one and done. So, it's beautiful. I love the formula. I love the colors. But would I buy it again? No, I would not. I love it. I do. But it's a waste of a beautiful palette if I don't pull for it. So, I think that teaches me that going forward, when I purchase a palette, I need to make sure that they have those transition shades, those transition staples in there. Because otherwise, I'm just not going to pull for it. Okay, the next one is All I See Is Magic. So, using the Pop Effect, what colors drew me into this palette? Again, all of them. There's not one shade in this palette that I have not dipped into except maybe this orange, and I don't know why, because I love orange. So it has transition shades. It has darker shades that you can deepen that crease. It has shimmer shades. It has highlight bone shades. This one I could use for an inner corner. This is a beautiful palette. The formula on all the ColourPop palettes is wonderful. I don't like the Super Shock formula, but I do like the formula they use in their palettes. So, for the All I See Is Magic, would I buy it again? Yes. Definitely, absolutely, I would buy this again. Alright, next we have the Dream Street palette. This is going to be a hard one. Alright, so let's use the Pop Effect. What colors drew me in? And we'll cover them up. It was definitely the 2 blues. There's no way to cover this blue up without covering the others. So if it wasn't for those 2 blues, there's got to be a way to cover that up. There's not. If it wasn't for the 2 blues, would I buy this palette again? Is there anything that attracts me to this palette? Not really. If you cover up those 2 blues, it is a boring palette. I mean, it's like every other palette. Some burgundies, some rose golds. We've seen this 1,000 times over. So, using the Pop Effect theory, covering those two shades up, would I buy it again? Yes, I would. Because the price on ColourPop is fantastic. I go for this palette a lot. Even though only these two shades are the two that attracted me, I use the other shades a lot. I have created looks with this palette and not used the two blues. So for the price point, the formula, even without those two blues, I think this is a great purchase and I would buy again. So 3 palettes, and if I had it to do over again, the only one that I would not purchase is the Golden State of Mind palette, and only because there's no transitions. So that's a great lesson to learn, or lesson learned for me going forward. If a palette doesn't have those transitions, I probably will think twice about purchasing it. All right, my loves, until we do the next, would I buy it again? I don't really know what I was going to say after that. All right, my loves, until next time, much love.